What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 in Minecraft. This is part 59, and in this one, we're going to be laying out the entire chase segment here. We're going to be starting by doing, well, actually, we're going to start by doing the layout, and then we'll come back and do a little bit of that first room that I was in for a second there. But yeah, here's all of the stuff that we're laying out. It's really just rough. We don't even get like any of the walls filled up really in any of them. Just to make sure that everything will line up accordingly as we go through, so we don't end up messing up in a random room and being like, huh, I wonder what room we have to shift everything from, you know? But anyway, yeah, that is all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial and I will catch you on the flip side. So because I don't like the idea of making a mistake here, we're going to start with all the layouts. So we're not going to really be specific with materials here. I do want to get probably most of the ceiling of the first room in, because that's going to end up being what we loop back into. So to start off, you want to get out the following. Polished andesite. Polished andesite slabs. Stone, that's not stone, there we go. Stone slabs. Bricks. And light gray concrete. We'll just go with that for now, and then we'll go from there. So, if you recall the last part, we should have ended here with this vent. And if you finally bottom this hole, you want to take really each block around this hole, the like, you know, I guess the block, yeah, on each side, the 4 blocks. You want to extend each one down with 16 polished andesite. Just like so. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. If you made the cave the same way as I did, this number has to be 16. It could technically be more. The vent isn't actually that long in the game, but because of the fact that that one turn was wrong, I think that, yeah, because that one turn would have been beyond that cave. We'll end up, like, almost touching it, so we just have to make sure that, you know, we don't actually have it in the way. I guess I could have reformed the cave around the room, but that's too much work. You then place an upside down polished andesite slab under each side. I guess if you do end up having that problem, you could always do that. From the underside of this vent, you want to make sure you're looking towards the side of the vent that you would have come from. And that is going to be this side with the polished black stone on the underside. If you take not the slab at the bottom here, but the block above it on that side, you want to extend it over with 5 stone. Like so. We actually... yeah, no, never mind. You'll do the same thing with the opposite one, which is this one here. Off the sides of these, you'll place the, I guess, side polished andesites, rather. The other 2 ones you'll bring out with 3 stone, and then you can just make a rectangle and fill it in with more stone. And yeah. It'll be a nice little starting point, and then, yeah, we'll get the whole roof here done, just so we have it, and then we'll kind of... layout. Not even the whole wall necessarily. We just want to get where it's marked. And we're going to be building the walls 1 block above the height of the floor, which, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. It'll get weird in certain rooms, but we're not worried about that just yet. So anyway, you should end up with this. You want to take the... you should have a rectangle, a fairly clear rectangle. You're going to take the 2 longer sides and extend them down diagonally out with a row of upside down stone slabs. I'm just going to give you all the amount of diagonal, or the amount of diagonals you need, I guess. From there, you would go out with a row of blocks, and then down diagonally out again with upside down stone slabs, which should give you, according to my calculations, 3 diagonals in total. And that will be... I'm going to have to give you the correct room size. Cool. What am I doing? That's always a really good question to ask. My first episode, or part of this, getting recorded for a while, so, you know, I'm going to blame it on that. Anyway, you should end up with this. On the... it's technically, I guess the back side is what I'm going to classify it as. The side that you would have kept going in that vent had you not, you know, fallen that way. You want to take that particular wall, and I'm going to actually take the upside down stone slab, this top one on either side, and place a light gray concrete just inside of it. I feel like you can do that on both sides, or can you not? No, you can't. I thought it was like that on the other side for some reason. You'll then extend either one in with a brick, and then in with 2 light gray concrete. If you connect those light grays together, you'll see you have a row of 3 bricks in the center, which is correct. I'm going to take really everything but those center bricks and extend them down with 7 of the respective material between the light gray and the little singular bricks here. The wall should be 8 tall. At least in the middle portion. Just like so. If you extend the brick down with 4 rows, and then have a row of upside down brick slabs underneath that, which you can just grab those out really quick. It should give you a 3 by 2.5 doorway. And then the floor, again, to reiterate, will be stone a block below the height of the walls. Cool. You're going to take the... If you're on the outside like I am, you're going to take the inner bottom light gray concrete on both sides and extend it back by 1. You'll then, if you're looking at it from this perspective, you'll take the left one and extend it left with a light gray, brick, light gray, 2 brick, light gray, 2 brick, light gray, 2 brick, light gray, 2 brick, light gray, brick, extend it towards you by 2, then I'll place a stone a block in the floor, then in front of that 3 more bricks, and I'll extend right with, repeating 1 light gray and then 2 bricks until you're in line with basically the rightmost block of the opening there, that 3 block opening, and it should give you this. You should have, on that particular row, you should have 6 rows of 2 bricks, and then that'd be 7 light gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. From that end light gray, you'll extend over with a brick, and then extend, really bring this light gray and this brick towards each other with 2 bricks each, and then it'll just be a light gray in the center. Hallway number 1, laid out. There's a lot more where that came from, unfortunately. You can grab out tough bricks, actually, and either side of this doorway here, you're going to place 2 tough bricks extending out. I might say it's a good idea to clear your inventory here and get out the following. Cyan terracotta, red nether brick walls, red nether bricks, blackstone, tough bricks again, and we'll go stone for now. That's really all we'll probably need. From either tough brick row, you'll extend out diagonally. We're going to say left because we're going left right now with a cyan terracotta like so. From this point, you'll bring these cyans left an additional 1, and then extend them out by 2, so away from each other, forward or backward. You'll then extend the outermost cyan on both rows left with a singular red nether brick wall. Left of that, you'll place 3 blackstone, red nether brick wall, red nether brick block, red nether brick wall, 1 blackstone, red nether brick wall, red nether brick block, red nether brick wall, 3 blackstone, oh my goodness, please, red nether brick wall, red nether brick block, red nether brick wall, 1 blackstone, red nether brick wall, red nether brick block, red nether brick wall, and then a cyan terracotta. Extend those cyans towards each other by 2 each, and then left by 1. And that should be this hallway layout. Every number is 1 except for the rows of blackstone that are obviously not 1, and they are 3. And obviously the cyan isn't 1, but you get the point. To the left of the cyan from here, you want to go kind of diagonally inward with tough bricks in those positions, and then you'll have a stone in the floor between them. If you extend the tough brick in front of the door, which is this one, forward by 2, and the back one back by 1, you'll have this kind of ordeal. For the most part, we're going to avoid the big numbers, but here we do have to use one. If you take the backmost tough brick, which will be in line with the cyan here, you'll extend it left with 23 tough bricks. Like so. You'll then extend it towards you by 5. Then going forward, you'll place 3 stone in line with the tough bricks here. Then another tough brick. Then forward diagonally left with a tough brick. Forward by 2. Then to the right by 19. Back by 5. Back with 2 cyan terracotta. Extend right by 1, and then you should place 3 tough bricks to connect back into the corner of the room, which should give you this room size. This might be one of the more annoying rooms, I'm not gonna lie. Because this has that, like, upper crawl space with all the wires and stuff. Anyway, for this next area, you want to get out the following additional blocks. Actually, we have 3 slots, and we need 3 blocks. Perfect. Get out yellow terracotta, red concrete, and cyan concrete. So, from this row of 3 stone, I'm going to take the tough brick either side of it and extend it up by 1. And then I'll extend them each kind of diagonally outward into the left by 1, which should give you this kind of shape. The hallway here is 5 blocks in total, in like distance across. You don't want to take this frontmost tough brick or leftmost if you're looking through the doorway this way, like kind of towards the game station. You'll take this tough brick and extend it over by 1. Then place 2 yellow. I'm not going to specify terracotta or concrete since we don't have any. Actually, I guess I do for cyan, but whatever. You'll then go left with 4 tough bricks. 2 red concrete. 4 tough bricks. 2 cyan concrete. 4 tough bricks. 2 yellow terracotta. 4 tough bricks. 2 red concrete. And then you want, what is that, 8? No, 7 tough bricks. Cyan terracotta. You'll then extend, I guess, back diagonally left with the cyan terracotta. So you can see it is in that position. You see there's the doorway, and then if we went across, it'd be whoop right there. And I'll extend this back for now with 5 tough bricks. Cool. I don't know if I want to do that yet, actually. So what we're going to do is, if you take the 5th tough brick back, you will, to the right of it in the floor, you'll place 5 stone. And then a cyan concrete. Not in the floor from there. So right, kind of, you know, up. I would recommend extending that cyan concrete. You should be able to just connect it back to that tough bricks, or to the tough bricks next to the stone over here, and it'll kind of give you this perfect hallway. Cool. I'll then take that cyan concrete and I will extend it backwards, so towards statues right now, with 2 tough bricks, 2 yellow terracotta, 4 tough bricks, 2 red concrete, 4 tough bricks, 2 cyan concrete, 4 tough bricks, 2 yellow terracotta, then 2 stone in the floor, and then 2 tough bricks beyond that, not in the floor. That does go further than that, but we don't really have a reason to build it further yet, so we're just going to leave it there, because I want to get the... Again, it's the main layout that we're concerned about. That section doesn't particularly matter. I'll take this row of tough bricks here on the other side of the hallway and just bring it across, or bring it out until you're at that same point. This is where the room at the end here, the like furnace room, will end up running into this row a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. Each yellow terracotta, red concrete, cyan concrete and cyan terracotta, you will extend out by 1, or I guess in by 1 towards the, like, middle of the hallway. This cyan concrete on the corner, you'll just kind of extend in both directions and then meet them at the corner, so you have this 2 block. And then the cyan, it's literally just placing 1 in the inner corner here. But, yeah, nothing really crazy. Nice. The only adjustment we need to make is the yellow terracotta just in front of this doorway here, the 2-block one. You want to make this yellow terracotta in line with the wall a tough brick, because you can see that. And I think the other one you might also be able to see, actually. Yeah. So I'll replace this row of yellow with tough bricks, and I might also do the cyan, because I think that would be visible as well. Just kind of looking at the number and taking a wild guess. What you want to do is you should have 2 tough bricks, I guess, behind the doorway or to the left of it if you were in the hallway looking at it. You're going to go and place... What is it going to be? We're going to place 2 red off of that just so we have it, and I will bring it over a row. But you want to take the first red of the 2 and extend it kind of back towards that ceiling over there, so in that direction, with 34 stone. Like so. You then want to extend it kind of back towards that room over there, so I guess we'll say right by 7. And then back towards the original stuff by 14. This part might be the most confusing part to do overall, but if we get rid of the yellow terracotta and get out stone slabs, you'll take the stone in the doorway here and extend it out by, what is that, 4 rows? Yes, 4. You'll then place 4 stone slabs. Then go down diagonally towards you with a stone block and towards you 3. Then 4 stone slabs off of that. Down diagonally towards you with stone, and then just go an additional 3 over. And you'll notice you're actually in line with this final stone here on this side, which is cool. I apologize, but you want to make both rows of the doorway with the stone. I don't know why I always have this problem in tutorials. My voice just decides it's time to stop. Anyway, you'll extend the slabs and such. If you were to just have walked into this room from the doorway, it'll be right by 1 row and left by, well, 2 to be in line with that wall. Oh my god, you technically have to go more to the right than that, but because of the, like, fence there, it gets weird, so we're just gonna leave it until we actually get to this room, which won't be for a while. Did I mess something up there? No, okay. Cool. As for the underside of this, at least for the, like, first set of stone slabs, or the, I guess, last set of stone slabs, these ones, you want to place upside down stone slabs under each of them. Make sure it's a 4 by, what is it, 4 by 5? Yeah, 4 by 5, or 5 by 4, whatever you want to call it. I would recommend extending at least these stone blocks, the, like, final row of stone blocks, and these upside down stone slabs just over a row, like so. So it is 6 in total, and that should be towards this little wall that sticks out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place stone behind these upside down stone slabs, or I guess in front of them, whichever you want to call it, and bring it down by, we'll go 9 rows. We might make that more in a second, but I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I think the best number would be for that. So you should end up with this. Anything else that would make sense to lay out with this particular part? I mean, not really. So you should have, I guess, 9.5 rows there in general. The actual floor is a block lower, but what we can actually do is take the furthest left row, which is this one, and you'll place a stone slab kind of off that bottom block. This just helps us know that that is where we, or like where we have the floor right now. And yeah, what you can also do is to the right of these stone slabs here, you're gonna place how many rows going down? Or I guess just place a row of stone blocks off of these slabs like so, and again, they're on the right side, as if you were doing the chase, so you'd be running towards this wall. And it also lines up with the wall. That's always important. But from this row in particular, you're going to extend down with an additional 6 rows of stone. The N2 here, I'm going to bring down the additional, whatever it is, it would be, I think 3. And then I'll place stone slabs to the left of the bottom, like so. You'll then take these 2 rows out of them. You'll take the back one, the one closest to this opening, and you'll extend the stone to the right, just 3 rows. Like so. I would then leave a gap of 3 and place another row of stone there. I'll then extend it, I guess it'd be back by 3, and then it would connect all the way back to the left into these stone. And you just want to make sure that you have it, whatever, the 3 rows that you would have right now, which should give you this. The sewers are something. These are going to be, when we get there, they're going to be a little bit annoying to make. More so tedious. They're not hard by any means. But you want to get out the following. You should actually just need dark oak stairs and waxed weathered cut copper stairs. I don't think anything else is particularly useful right now. So, yeah, I don't really necessarily see the need for anything else. But in this hole here, you'll take the bottom stone and place dark oak stairs extending in on either side, like so. They should face towards each other. And again, you want to make sure that you're in line with the stone slab when you place that. I know these are such like little things I'm pointing out, but again, because this loops perfectly, one little mess up and it's all over. But you can take the, I guess both stairs for now and extend them. We're going to say back is that way towards the direction that we would be going right now, which is kind of towards the, I guess that area up there. But you're going to place 4, I'm either going to say copper stairs or dark oak stairs. So 4 copper stairs, dark oak, 4 copper, and then a dark oak. That's as far as they are the same. You then want to take the right one and get out black concrete as well, actually. But you want to take the right one and go out with 4 more copper, dark oak, 3 copper, and then you'll place a black concrete. You'll extend the black left by 2, and then bring that black back towards you with 3 copper stairs, dark oak, 1 copper stair. If you trace this forward a little bit, this dark oak stair here you'll bring back with 2 copper stairs, and you should see you'll have that 1 block gap still. That 1 block gap should stay consistent for pretty much all of this, to be honest. You'll extend either of those copper stairs to the left with another copper stair, then a dark oak, that's brilliant, then 3 copper, then a dark oak. Can I place it? Thank you. The back one you'll extend left with a singular copper, and the front one you'll extend left with 3 copper, and then back by 2, and that should hit you to this point. So we're just trying to essentially continually line them up, and then continue the pattern on both sides the same where we can. But behind that, you'll then place a dark oak stair. They should always face towards each other as well. I guess that's important. 4 copper. I think I might have mentioned that, but I don't know. Memory loss is kicking in. Then after that 4 copper, it'll be dark oak. Then 4 copper. And then dark oak. The right one will start by just bringing back with a copper stair, and the left one you will extend back with 3 copper, dark oak, 3 copper, black concrete, extend it right by 2, and then bring that black towards you with 3 copper, dark oak, and then a copper stair. Extend either copper stair right with a dark oak stair, and then another copper stair. The front one here, though, you'll extend right with an additional 2 copper, and then from there you'll go back by 2. Then from there you're just going to go back from either side with a dark oak stair, then 3 copper, dark oak, that's so wrong, and then 1 copper. The left copper stair you'll extend back an additional 2, and then right by 2. Then either one you'll extend right with a whopping dark oak stair, and then copper stair. The back one you'll extend right with an additional 2 copper, and then a dark oak. And the front one, you'll extend this copper stair towards you, so forward with a dark oak. It should face right, just for clarification. Then 3 copper, dark oak, 3 copper, then extend right by 2, place a dark oak, and then a copper. Then a black concrete, extend it back by 2, then left with a copper stair, dark oak stair, copper, then extend back with, these stairs should face left here, it'll be dark oak, 3 copper, dark oak, copper, and then you will extend right with a dark oak, and it should line up perfectly back to the same point. And you can kind of see that looks a little bit confusing right now, but when we do it later, it'll be easy enough. So yeah. The next step is going to be just get out stone for a second. Well, more than a second, but if you take the end here, so if you were to, I guess the best way to actually figure it out is if you literally just followed the, like, shape here within the stairs, and just if you see a black concrete wall, don't go that way. And eventually you should hit the end, which is kind of here at the right. You will place a stone outside, I guess behind either dark oak stair, and then extend them to the right by 6. Connect them together at the end there, which should give you a 5 by 3, pretty much. You'll then extend each stone up by 16. And yeah. You will want to bring them over these stairs, but I'll explain that more in a second. Just want to fill it first. We're almost there. Almost have the loop done. And then we can maybe get the first room filled in. But yeah, there are, I think, like 3 rooms technically that aren't in the layout right now. That we have to do besides the, like, after this loop area. It's just like, they're all in that portion there off that hallway. Anyway, you should have this. The stone here, as I mentioned, you do want to connect together. You're just leaving 2 rows above the dark oak stairs, and everything else connects. So yeah, you should have this giant tube. The stone on each side but the back side, which is again closest to that room there, you'll extend up a row, including the corners on that row actually. So it'll kind of give you this sort of look. Almost like the staircase in a pool or something. I don't know. Get out the following. Polished basalt, red nether bricks, red nether brick walls, cobbled deep slate, and cobbled deep slate walls. And this should, I think we'll actually need 1 more material, but this should hopefully get us to the point that we want to be at, which is very nice. But the stone on, we're going to say the right side here of the opening, which will be this one, you want to extend back with a stone, and then an upward-facing polished basalt. Then a red nether brick behind that, which you want to extend that one up by 1. And then extend it right with alternating red nether brick walls and blocks. You should have 9 of them. So wall, block, wall, block, wall, block, wall, block, wall. And it should be a row of 10 in total, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. On the corner, you'll have an upward-facing polished basalt. And then you're going to want to extend that back, that polished basalt, towards the room there, with 36 alternating cobbled deep slate walls and blocks. You can start with either, but I'm starting with walls. Like so. And you see we are just to the end of that roof, pretty much. You can get rid of, I guess, your red nether brick walls and get out cyan terracotta. And off of that, you should want to place... It should be 2 cyan terracotta is all you can place, actually. You'll extend each cyan up by 4. And then those cyans you'll extend over an additional 2 with cyan. And what you can do is from those 2 rows of cyan to the left, you want to break the... You want to break, I guess, 2 stone blocks and then 2 upside down stone slabs, like so. Then it should be this 2x2 that you've broken. And you're 2 off of the left. And if you have what I have right here with the hole, I know that was horrendously explained, but if you have this, that is very good, and that means you have done everything correct up to this point. I was a little nervous for that, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting something to just not line up properly, but nice to know that didn't happen. So, anyway... That is entirely unrelated. That's really all we need, though, honestly. But I think I do want to... Well... Yeah, we can lay out the other side of this room, so it's not just a random pillar. On the opposite side of the hole, you want to come off of the bottom... Well, actually, you want to be 1 more row over. You're going to be off this last stone, and you'll place 2 cyan terracotta extending out. Then go forward diagonally left with a cobbled deep slate block. Extend it left by 1. Then forward with a wall, left with a block, forward with a block, and then from there you do alternating cobbled deep slate blocks and walls until you're about 4 short of the end of the other side. And you want to end on a wall here when you do this. So you see if I just keep bringing this, I might actually just bring it all the way and then break. Yeah, so you see here it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see if I line up this wall on that side, I'm lined up with the 3rd last wall. You can then get rid of, I guess, your dark oak stairs and place a red concrete on the end of this row. Extend it left by 3. And then from there, you're going to extend that red back by 7. Go back diagonally left with a black concrete. Left by 5. And then go forward with alternating cobbled deep slate walls and blocks until you're just short of the polished basalt to your right, which should be actually in line with that red nether brick block. In front of it, as mentioned, you'll place an upward-facing polished basalt, which you'll extend down by 1 and then extend that forward with a stone. And it should connect. Cool. Just wanted to get that out of the way because I knew that'd be weird to, like, come back to in, like, 10 parts from now and be like, huh? Not that it's going to be 10 parts, but you get the general point, at least. So, I think we can lay out the, or start doing this room here, this first one. There's not a ton going on detail-wise in this room, so if you clear your inventory and get out the following: light gray concrete, bricks, stone, cobbled deep slate walls, cobbled deep slate blocks, and I think that should actually be everything. We can start laying this out. So I want to take the one wall we actually have something for, which is this one. And we can use this wall since both sides are symmetrical, I think. Are they? Huh, no they aren't. They're a little different. So starting from the light gray here, we're going to take the bottom light gray on either side. We'll start symmetrical for a minute. You're going to go out with 3 bricks on either side. You'll then extend towards you with a light gray on both. And then it'll be 2 bricks, still on both sides. Light gray. 2 bricks. Light gray. 2 bricks. Light gray, and then that is where it'll change. The right side, which should be the one where you have the hole, will be 2 bricks, light gray, and then a brick, which should be one further than the roof. Boom. And then the other side is brick, light gray, 2 bricks. But they should be in line. You'll then extend either side towards each other with a brick, light gray, 2 brick, light gray, and yeah, we'll stop there, I think. All these walls, or the light grays and bricks, you'll extend up until they just fill in really up to the ceiling point. That's as far as you need to go. And you also don't need the corners if you don't want to add them. But it kind of doesn't matter all that much, really. And yeah. That's nice to get that loop done, because that was one of the parts that I was like, I know I'm going to just somehow screw something up, and to, you know, confirm that nothing is screwed up is definitely good. If I try, I usually don't make mistakes. There are some points in tutorials where I just, like, don't really think there'll be a problem, and then that's when there is a problem. But if I, like, am aware of the potential of a problem, then the problem won't happen. I'll be aware of it a little bit more. Anyway, you should end up with this. Cool. So, from this point, over top you have this, like, you know, the one side that's entirely open. This, I guess, not the entire side, but this, like, 5-block gap. You want to take the top and just place 2 bricks extending in from the top light gray on both sides, and then you'll place a light gray in the middle. You'll extend that down with an additional row, and that's the sizing of your doorway. A block below the bottoms of the walls here, you'll fill in everything with stone. I'm going to go in line, or within the doorway here, to exit the room, since that keeps going that way for a minute. Because there's a little, almost between room before the hallway. It's so unnoticeable, but it's more so like a corridor. I don't know what it is, but it's not even corridor classification, because corridors generally, when I think of them, are long. This is like 4 blocks. Actually, it's exactly 4, yeah. I guess technically the 4th block is the cyan doorway into the next hallway, but whatever. It's odd. You should have this. In the corners on the side with the little 3x3 doorway here, you want to pretty much just in each corner place cobbled deep slate walls going all the way up until you can't. You'll then end up replacing the upside down stone slab at the top with a cobbled deep slate block. The one at the left, if you're looking at it, not the top wall from there, but one down, will also be a block. Clear your inventory, and we'll do one more quick thing. You'll get out smooth quartz slabs, mangrove trapdoors, redstone torches, and andesite stairs. The big doorway here on the one wall, this like 5 by, what is it, 7 tall or 6? 6 tall. You want to take the row of the wall above it and place a row of upside down smooth quartz slabs like so. Above that, regular smooth quartz slabs. Off the end of, either end of the smooth quartz slab row, you'll place a mangrove trapdoor, and then also one in the center. Off the upside down smooth quartz slabs, you'll place them on the 2nd and 4th blocks, like so, and it'll kind of give you this little zigzag pattern. In the top of the doorway, you'll place 2 rows of andesite stairs, just filling in the top. You can do more than that if you'd like. I guess 4 would be the max to where you could still go through, but I thought 2 was fine. In line with that top row of stairs, you want to be not on the light gray just outside of the doorway, but one more block out on these bricks on both sides where you'll place redstone torches. And yeah, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is, I don't even know what part we're on anymore. Probably Playtime Chapter 2, part whatever, complete. Hopefully next part we'll be able to finish the room that we're in right now, and then I'd honestly love to get the hallway, like the next 2 hallway rooms done, and then I would be feeling pretty good about getting this finished before the end of this year, frankly, although I don't even know if that's happening at this point, because it's mid-July as of recording this, and, you know, by this point you'd be in statues right now, so... This may very well be next year that you're seeing this video, but probably not. Anyway, thank you guys if you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Or night. Wow, I have the emoji. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.